ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः।
Shivoham. We can start in like 5 minutes. Maha is here. Shivoham.
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 Yes.
Shivoham.
आप सबको
Shivoham.
महाशिवरात्रि की बहुत बहुत बधाई. In every Shivaratri there is a puja and there is abhishek we do for Lord Shiva. And in this Shivaratri, in the Mahashivaratri, the abhishek is done, and we'll talk about what is the significance of everything. But before that, the practitioners, they all have decided and prepared with lots of effort a wonderful program, and we would like to first listen to them, and then we'll talk a little bit about Shivaratri, and we'll do a meditation. Shiva Tattva sadhana we'll do today. And I hope everybody is aware of the schedule. Yes, ma'am. Are there any new people like who is not a practitioner? There are a few, ma'am. Okay, so we'll do the meditation in a little simpler form so that the non-practitioners can also follow that. Yes, ma'am. So, Anu, just telling everyone about the schedule today. And we'll start with Guru Vandana. Chankana will start that, followed by Ganesh Sutra by Jyoti ji, and Shiva Tandav Sutra by Manishi, and Nirvana Shatakam by Suchi ji. And after that, yes, we will listen to you. We'll listen to you always. But yes, so that's they are ready. We can start Guru Vandana.
Sure. Vande Guru Mandalam. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandatitam Gagana Sadacham Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tvam Namami Shvetam Shvetavilepamalyavasanam Vamen Ratkotpalam Vibhratya Priyayetarena Tarasa Shlishta Prasannananam Hastabhyam Abhayam Varam Chadadatam Shambhu Swarupam Param Hala Gurnitalochino Tepalyugam Dhyaye Shiratham Gurum Dhyaye Shiratham Gurum Dhyaye Shiratham Gurum Om Yani Namapi Chetansi Devi Bhagavati Hisa Balada Krishya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachati Durge Smrita Harasi Bhiti Mashesh Janato Swasthe Smrita Matimativa Shubham Dadasi Daridra Dukha Bhayharini Satvadanya Sarvopakara Karanaya Sadarda Chitta Sarva Mangala Mangalye शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणी सर्वस्यार्त्री हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते। रोगान् शेषान् पहन्सि तुष्टा रुष्टा तु कामान् सकलान् भीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रितायाश्रयतां प्रयान्ति। सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशिनम्। ॐ गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बुफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वराय पादपङ्कजम्।
Jyoti, are you ready?
So this is a Ganesh Vandana. Da re ga pa dha sa dha pa ga re sa शंकर सुत गणेश विघ्न विनाशन विघ्न विनाशन गौरी नंदन गौरी नंदन बुद्धि विधाता बुद्धि विधाता शंकर सुत गणेश मंगलदायक मंगलदायक तुम हो कृपा सिंधु मूषक वाहन मूषक वाहन काटो सब कलेश काटो सब कलेश शंकर सुत गणेश शंकर सुत गणेश जय जय गणाधीश जय जय गणाधीश भक्तन के हित भक्तन के हित सुर नर पूजित सुर नर पूजित कहो आदेश करत हो आदेश शंकर सुत गणेश शंकर सुत गणेश विघ्न विनाशन नंदन बुद्धि विधाता शंकर सुत गणेश शंकर सुत गणेश शंकर सुत गणेश
Shiva Tattva.
जटाट्टवी गलज्जल प्रवाह पावितस्थले गले व्यलम्ब लम्बितं भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकाम् डमड्डमड्डमड्डमन्निनादवड्डवर्मयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिवः शिवम् जटाकटाः सम्भ्रम भ्रमन्निलिम्प निर्जरी विलोल वीचि वल्लरी विराजमान मूर्धनि धगद धगद धगज्ज्वल ललाट पट्ट पावके किशोर चंद्रशेखरे रतिः प्रतीक्षणं मम धराधरेन्द्र नंदनी विलास बंधु बंधुर स्फुर दिगंत संतति प्रमोदमान मानसे कृपा कटाक्ष घोरणी निरुद्ध दुर्धरापरि क्वचित् दिगंबरे मनो विनोद में तु वस्तुनि जटाभुजंग पिंगल स्फुरत् फणामणि प्रभा कदम्ब कुक्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्त दिग्वधूमुखे मदान्ध सिंधुर स्फुरत्वगुत्तरीय मेदुरे मनो विनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूत भर्तरी सहस्रलोचन प्रभृत्य शेषलेख शेखर प्रसून धूल घोरिणी विधूसरांध्रिपीठ भू भुजंग राजमालया निबद्ध जाट जूटकः श्रियैचियाय जायतां चकोर बंधु शेखर ललाट चत्वरज्ज्वल धनंजय स्फुलिंग भानिपीत पंच सायकं नमन्निलिम्प नायकम् सुधामयूख लेखया विराजमान शेखरं महाकपालि संपदे शिरोजटालमस्तु नः कराल भाल पट्टिका दगज्ज्वल धनंजय आहूतिकृत प्रचंड पंच सायके धराधरेन्द्र नंदनी कुचाग्र चित्र पत्रक प्रकल्पनैक शिल्पनी त्रिलोचने रतिर्मम नवीन मेघ मंडली निरुद्ध दुर्धर स्फुर कुहूनिशीथिनीतम प्रबद्ध बद्ध कंधरः निलिम्प निर्झरी धरस्तनोतु कृत्ति सिंधुर कला निधान बंधुर श्रियं जगद्धुरंदरः प्रफुल्ल नील पंकजं प्रपंच कालिम प्रभा वलंबिकंठ कंदली रुचि प्रबद्ध कंधरम् स्मरच्छिदं पुरच्छिदं भवच्छिदं मखच्छिदं गजच्छिदान्तकच्छिदं तमन्तकच्छिदं भजे अखर्व सर्व मंगला कला कदम्ब मंजरी रस प्रवाह माधुरी विजंबणा मधुवतम स्मरांतकं पुरांतकं भवांतकं मखांतकं गजांतकांधकांतकं तमंतकांतकं भजे जयत्वद भ्रवीभ्रम भ्रमद्भुजंगमश्वस द्विमेघमत्क्रमस्फुर करालवाल्य हव्यवाट धिमिद्धिमिद्धिमिध्वन मृदंग तुंग मंगल ध्वनि क्रम प्रवर्तित प्रचंड तांडव शिवः दश द्विचित्र तल्पयो भुजंग मौक्तिकस्त्रजो गरिष्ठ रत्न लोष्टयो सुहृदि पक्षयो तृणारविंद चक्षुषो प्रजामहिं महेन्द्रयो सम प्रवर्तिक कदा सदा शिवं भजाम्यहम् कदा निलिम्प निर्झरी निकुंज कोटरे वसन विमुक्ति दुर्मति सदा शिरस्थमांजलि वहन विलोल लोल लोचनो टलाम भाल लग्नक शिवेति मंत्र मुंचरन कदा सुखी भवाम्यहम् इमं हि नित्यमेव मुक्त मुत्तमोत्तमं स्वतं पठन् स्मरन् ब्रुवन्नरो विशुद्धिमेति सन्ततम् हरे गुरो सुभक्तिमाशु याति नान्यथा गतिं विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनम् पूजावसान समये दशवक्त्र गीतं यः शम्भु पूजनं परमं पठति प्रदोषे तस्य स्थिरां रथ गजेन्द्र तुरंग युक्तां Lakshmim Sadaiva Sumukhim Pradadati Shambhoho. Om Namah Shivaya.
ये जो तांडव स्तोत्र है, शिव तांडव स्तोत्र, it is a very energetic स्तोत्र. It gives lots of heat and lots of energy.
Yeah.
So when you chant Shiv Taandav Stotra, especially, there is a posture that is very important in the body. The stance, that body's posture, and using both hands to give the tal.
Right, right.
Where you are doing the Shiv Taandav Stotra. Shiv Taandav Stotra बहुत सुंदर गाया. It was nice. It was a very wonderful effort from your side. नहीं तो तांडव स्तोत्र का नाम सुन के लोग डर जाते हैं कि अरे ये तो डिफिकल्ट है.
And Suchi ji?
Shivoham.
Shiv.
Shivoham 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 Aham nirkalpo nirakaru vibhu vacha sarvatri sarvendriya na jata sangat mukir nameya chidananda Shivoham Shivoham chidananda Shivoham Shivoham
Wonderful, Shuchi. So we just now enjoyed the recitation of Shiva Tattva Stotra and Nirvana Shatkam. In Shiva Tattva Stotra, a beautiful depiction of Lord Shankara is given. The depiction of how he looks, the depiction of the sound that is around him. And in the Nirvana Shatkam, we are depicting Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Shiv is only Chidananda Rupaha, is in complete bliss. That Shiv, Shivoham, that I am. I am in that complete, eternal bliss. Nothing else. So one side we are seeing the form, and in the other side we are actually aiming for the formless. Because when we say that I am not this, I am not that, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this intellect, not this ego, not the senses, not the saptadhatus within me. I don't have any mother or no father. So when there is no mother, there is no father, then there is no child, there is no child, then there is no form. So from the form of the Shankara, we are actually trying to move towards the formless. And that is the journey from the form to the formless. So when the question comes, how do we depict God? What is God? Who is God? How can we actually see, realize, experience the divinity? And then we say that it is the pure consciousness. No, there is no way to actually depict pure consciousness, because when we say Shiva, Shiva is the pure consciousness. We cannot put pure consciousness in a form, isn't it? That is so difficult. So we have two very different ideas here. One is the Shiva, the ascetic, who is wearing the animal skin, wearing the deer skin, sitting on the tiger skin, has snakes as his ornaments, matted hair, rudraksh. And then we are saying that Shivoham, I am Shiv. So this creates a confusion. Shiva is this, but I am not this, right? This is very clear in everybody's mind that I am not that form, that ascetic form, that mendicant that we think about that Shiva is. I am not that. I am pure consciousness. So there are two ways to understand. There is the form and there is the formless. In this body of the human, we can only understand what is form. To grasp that is formless is difficult because our mind is continuously imagining. How much ever somebody will say, think about something formless. You cannot think about something that is formless. You have to give some form to that. Then only you can think about it. So when we say formless, although there is also one more confusion that arises, that when we say Shiva, we think about a masculine type of energy, a male. And when we say Shakti, we think about a female. But think about it, can pure consciousness be male or female? No. Can energy be male or female? No. You cannot put that energy is male or female. You cannot put that pure consciousness is male. So how do we actually put this formless picture of Shiva? And to understand that, to connect to that formless, comes Shivling. So Shivling is actually the depiction of that formless. But then also we have given a form, isn't it? We cannot do without it. We have to give, because now when we say Shivling, you cannot say that what it is. Shivling is of so many types. Even in Amarnath, it is an icicle. There is an ice form of Shivling. It is arising from the earth in the form of rocks. Somewhere it is a smooth rock. So the journey is about moving from the form to the formless. That's what we are actually trying. And ultimately, we have different forms. We do worship. To worship, we need form. We cannot worship the formless. And how do you worship the formless? That is the reason why the Shivling is created. That you worship a formless thing. It is nothing. It is a rock. It is a stone. It's not saying that it is an animal, it is a plant, or it is a male, or it is a female. Actually, that is the point here to understand. That it is just pure consciousness. This is the divinity. That's what. And even if you want to say, no, there has to be a yin yang energy, there has to be a masculine energy, and there has to be a feminine energy, and only with the coming together of the masculine and the feminine energies, the creation is possible, then you see that is always together. In Shivling, it is not only the masculine energy. The feminine energy will always be with that. It cannot be without. It is together. So when it is together, you cannot say this is male and this is female. Formless. That's what it is. That's what it depicts. So when we try to worship the formless, even by starting to worship, before even when why we are having all these so many type of festivals and so many things, you go and you worship and you give something to God, you devote something. In Shivaratri, in Mahashivaratri, you go and actually present the fruit that is known as Dhatura, right? Everybody knows about Dhatura fruit is actually given to God. That fruit is it is having intoxicating properties. And it is said that giving dhatura, why do we give dhatura to the Lord Shiva? Now, see, these are all stories. These stories arise that Lord Shiva is actually having bhang and dhatura, is in an intoxicated state. What is that intoxicated state? Actually, to come out of one intoxication, you're entering into another intoxication. That is just the thing. But it will be always an intoxication. From coming out of, मतलब एक नशा से निकल के दूसरे नशा में जाना, समझ में आया? एक नशे से जो दुनिया का नशा है, तो intoxication of the world, you know, to remove, come out of that intoxication, you take help of another intoxication. That is what many saints, many Naga Babas, you know, they think about it. And so they take help of this type of intoxication, and you give dhatura and that flower and everything. That is actually meant to give our negative qualities like jealousy, envy, anger, all these. That is what we actually give, present to the God. Please God, I cannot take care of all this, and if I have all these qualities, I cannot move from this state of mind to an higher state, and that is why I'm presenting all these things to you. That is what is the idea behind it. And then we also present milk, that is cooling. So by presenting something that is poisonous, okay, it is actually poisonous. So when we present the dhatura flower and the fruit, we are giving the poison that is within us. It is not the outside. The God does not need it. Okay, Shiva is not needing that dhatura, flower, or fruit. It is the poison that is within us. That poison is what we are actually presenting. Why? Because we are not able to take care of that poison. If you could have taken care of it, it would not be there for the first place. But because we are not able to handle that, okay, so this is a very normal thing. Many people say, I am not able to handle my anger, I am not able to handle my worry. Okay, I worry, I stress out everything I do, I'm not able to handle that. So what you do, you have to give it away. You give it away on this day to Lord Shiva. Please, Lord Shiva, you take all these things, all these poisons within me which are not making me to reach to you. Please, you take all these poisons. And then this poison is always very hot, you know. Poisons cannot be cold. Poison is always, there is heat in the poison. Poison cannot be cool poison. Okay, it has an heating property. So they are all heating. So to cool down, then we give milk. Okay, milk, doodh se abhishek karna. That's what we do. So ultimately, in this day on the Mahashivaratri, I'm sure many of you must have gone to the temples and done the abhishek and given the flowers and dhatura and bhang and everything presented. And then we give the bale fruit. Again, the bale fruit is something sweet. So say that this is all, see, I'm giving you all these poisons, but I'm also giving you something to cool down. Okay, please don't get angry on me, because this is what I have. I don't have anything else. All this poison is what I have. I'm giving that to you, but please don't get angry on me. Please cool down. Have some milk. Okay, so this is actually the idea behind it. And we do not know why are we doing it. If you do something, all these worship or all this thing, just by thinking that I am giving this and the God somewhere sitting in the skies is going to be happy because I did present with him with something, some flowers and some leaves or some fruits, that is the wrong idea that you are actually getting. It is like a satisfaction you give to your own mind, to your own self, that okay, I got up early, I had a bath, and I went to Shiv temple and I presented all types of flowers and fruits and leaves and everything. That's a satisfaction that you give to yourself. It has nothing to do with your spiritual growth or anything. It's a ritual. It's a habit, you can say. It's a sanskar. Okay, you see your parents and your grandparents and everybody doing that. But you need to have this idea about why am I doing it? So when I do that, I do remember what all things are there within me that I have to get rid of. And then these are all poisons. I give you all these poisons. Don't get angry. Have some milk also, above all that. So that is how we actually worship the formless. Okay? Why are we worshipping that formless, that omniscient, omnipresence, that blissful state of the God? We are just trying to become one with that. Do remember this. Because the moment you enter into a temple, you forget it. You forget Shivoham, isn't it? You forget that I am Shiv. You don't remember that I am the pure consciousness and I have come to merge with that pure consciousness. You forget that whole thing, that moment. Okay, I am here to just I have purchased some fruits and flowers and everything. I have just come here to give that. You forget that merging that you have to do there. And to merge with that blissful state of your own that's there, you have to get rid of few things. And that's what is the whole idea behind. And the main part of the Shiv is the Shivaratri. Shivaratri, Navratri. The night is having lots of importance when we talk about Shivaratri or Navratri. It is the night. So in the last Shivaratri, we had given a schedule that you can follow all during the night and you can be awake. The night has this importance. Why the night has this importance? There's this thing just happened a few days before with me, and this depicts this thing very beautifully. Somebody had come to my home with a bag, and I told that person that you go in my room and put the bag there on the chair. And the bag was there on the chair, and that person went away. It was already night time, and I went to the room, closed the light, and slept. After some half an hour, 45 minutes, I heard some sound, and I got up. And when I got up, my direct vision was that chair, and there was already quite a darkness. Some light was coming outside from, but what I saw is I felt like there is someone sitting on the chair. Okay, by that time I had forgotten about the bag and everything, so I felt that there is someone sitting. So when I saw that, there was a curiosity, and what is this? Because I knew there is nobody else to sit on that chair at that time. So the curiosity came in my mind. What is that? What is that figure that I'm seeing? Okay, so I got up and I switched on the light, and I saw, okay, there is a bag, and then I switched off. In the darkness, what comes is the curiosity to know what is there. When there is light, okay, you open your eyes and you can see everything. You don't have any curiosity that what is this? What is it that is hidden? But because there is nothing that is hidden, isn't it? If I ask you, who are you? You know that for very clear, because it is in the light. I am this person, I am this name, I am this form, I have these relationships. It is completely in light. But what is there in the dark? You can have that curiosity to know what is there only when there is darkness, not in light. Because in the light, all the answers are there in front of you. Everything is clear. You can see that this is all is there in the world around. Okay, if the light would be on, I would not even ask that what is that. just because it is darkness. It is a very small example, but you have to understand that at that time it struck me. If in the darkness only I'll question, and only in the dark moments of life, people question. You question, what is it? What is it that who am I really? You cannot question that in light. That is why this darkness. And when we enter into the dark, we prepare ourselves in the light. Then only we can enter into the dark. Or else we cannot enter into the dark if we have not prepared ourselves in the light. When the light is there, means when the day is there, when you have all the wisdom and the knowledge and everything about what it is, then only you can prepare yourself for the dark. You cannot go, or else you will be scared of the dark. Try to understand. If I would get scared, then I would start chanting Hanuman Chalisa maybe, thinking that Hanumanji will come and save me. There is some person who has entered into the room. So anything can happen, you know. You have to prepare yourself in the light. You have to prepare yourself with strength, with wisdom in the day. That is why the Shivaratri celebrations, they start from the day and they go on in the night. The whole day and the whole night is that celebration. So during the day, what we do is we prepare ourselves for the night that is coming. And when during that preparation, now the night is important for contemplation actually. Whenever we are during the day, you know, you cannot contemplate. You have so many things to do. Even if you are sitting idle, then your mind will say, oh, you are sitting idle, you have so many things to do, you go and do this. You have this thing remaining, go and make food, wash clothes, complete this presentation, do anything, but do something. You cannot just sit silently and do nothing during the day, okay? The day is for the action. So in the day when we prepare ourselves for the Shivaratri, and I think there is still the day and the night will come later for a lot of you. So you can have this day preparing yourself, and it will be wonderful if you can be wakeful, and in that wakefulness awaken yourself in the night. That will be nice. So in the day we are preparing. How do we prepare ourselves? We prepare ourselves by emptying the mind as much as we can. As much as you can, just empty the mind. Try not to indulge in any type of activities, any type of social activities, or any type of such news or TV or internet or gossiping or any type of thing. Just trying to keep the mind as silent as you can. That's what is the idea of the day. And in the night, if you have seen the schedule that was given by us, it is having these pockets of silence. 1 hour silence, 1 hour silence. There's a gaps in where there is just silence. So many people have this idea that Shivaratri, we will be awake for the whole night. We'll dance and we'll sing and we'll celebrate the Shiva. The celebration of the Shiva has to be within actually. But there is nothing wrong in celebration outside also, because when you celebrate outside, you pass your time a little bit more. And that is what we actually do. You pass your time a little bit more, one night more. You enjoy life. So it is about connecting to yourself during this night. And in those moments of silence, and in the night when it is the dark, you cannot say, your mind will not say to yourself that You have time, you're wasting your time. What are you doing? Just come out of that and start doing something, because you won't have anything to do. You don't have anything to do. You just have to connect to the Shiva Tattva that is within you. That's what you have to do. There is nothing else that you can do during the night. That is why it is Shivaratri. And those nights are very important. These nights are for spiritual growth, for enlightenment, to move beyond, to break a barrier. That is why there is a night. That night is to break that barrier, to move from the light to the dark, from the known to the unknown, to go beyond it. The known is known, you know what is there, but you have to move from that known to the unknown. You need that courage to move beyond it. That is why it is Ratri. To move beyond alone. You'll not have anybody with you. That is why actually in the system, in Shivaratri, it is not said that everybody come together and everybody will be waking for the whole night. Everybody, let's have a group, and in the group we'll celebrate the whole night. This night has to be celebrated with your own self. This night is not for celebrating in a group. This night is to celebrate alone. This is journey. Because see, you have so many of these days when you wake for the whole night, you sing and you dance and you do all sorts of things. Okay, isn't it? I'm sure everybody in their college days, you must have been waking up for the whole night, from till 5 in the morning till 6 in the morning, watching movies or dancing and singing. Do we need one more night to dance and sing? We need this night for spiritual growth. There is a natural upsurge of energies on this night. The whole atmosphere is actually here supporting your spiritual growth. That is why it is said that you sit, because if you lie down, you'll go to sleep. You cannot say that I'll just lie down, I'll be awake. You cannot do that. That is why you have to sit. You have to sit. Okay? And when you sit, at that time you can be wakeful. And in that wakefulness only you can actually awaken. That's what is the whole idea of the Shivaratri. This is why we celebrate, although there are many different reasons. You'll see that this is the night when Shiva and Shakti got married and they came together. And the Shiv Shakti, when they come together, this is the consciousness and the energy, the Purush and Prakriti, you can also understand in that form, comes together for the further creation. Okay? And there is also one more reason. It is that on this day, the Mahamrutyunjay mantra was made actually public. Okay? So it was given to everyone on Shivaratri day. So there are various reasons. And we have been celebrating the festival with all these various reasons for all our life. So today we'll have fast, and today we'll eat this, today we'll eat that. No, it is the time that you focus each and every day that comes towards celebrating the Shiva Tattva that is within you. And when you can celebrate it, only when you know that, only when you have experienced that Shiva Tattva, only at that time you can celebrate the Shiva Tattva. Okay? So it is about transcending the form. The form is what that is holding us in this that is the barrier. The barrier is the kanchuk. Okay, we have, I think everybody knows about the kanchuk. So kanchuk are mainly the coverings. What is the covering? We are actually trying to move towards that pure consciousness, move towards that formless by breaking the Maya. Only then you can move. Or else we cannot move, we cannot break through that. Maya is what is holding us. And to reach towards the Shiva Tattva, how much ever we say you that you are Shiv, or how much ever you chant this, that I am Shiv, then also there will be something that will be holding you back. And that what is holding you back is the kanchuk, are the 5 limitations that are within you. Until the time these 5 limitations are there, you will not be able to experience the Shiv Tattva. The Shivaratri will be a normal night, will not be the night of awakening. And so there is a small practice also that we'll be doing so that you can experience this night of awakening within you. So the Kanchuk are, the 5 Kanchuks are the Kala, Vidya, Rag, Kal and Niyati. The 5 Kanchuk. It is the limitations that we have. Because when I say about something that is formless, it is limitless. Nirakar. Okay, see, it is nirakar, it is formless, because only by from moving from the sagun we move to the nirguna. From the sagun we are moving to the nirguna. From the form we'll move to the formless. We cannot reach to the formless directly. So that is what we'll be trying to do today. We'll try to move from what we are, at what position we are, at what form we are, and from that form we'll try to move towards the formless. That's what is the whole celebration of the Mahashivaratri. So the practice is simple. I'll be guiding you to this practice. So this is a different energy movement that happens here. And this is actually this one meditation, although I did it little faster, it takes time. It takes nearly 45 to 50 minutes in completing this one. I just wanted to give you an idea because it was already 10:30, but I wanted to give you an idea that this is how it happens. It takes time in experiencing it. I hope in this 10-15 minutes also you could experience that flow of energies. But when it happens, it is this is actually a meditation that is specially for the Shivaratri night. This meditation is done in the night of the Shivaratri. So if there is a chanting going on, it helps in focusing. Okay, so was the chanting helping you in focusing?
Yes.
Or it was distracting?
Yes.
Right? So it helps in focusing your energies. So that is what is in the meditation that we have learned in our lineage, especially for the Shivaratri night. So I hope that you will all try to move beyond this day. Try to at least not, even if you don't try to move, at least you can try to think. Okay, because it is all starting from the thought. If the thought is there, then one or another day, the action will also happen. Someday, you will also be inspired for an action if you have the thought that I have this thought that I want to move from a limitation. There is also one more thing. When we talk about the kanchuks and all these limitations and everything, never think that I want to do everything at once. That is very dangerous. If I talk about all the 5 kanchuks and then we do the practice is a different thing. That is practice. I always say that is all preparation, sadhana and everything. This is all preparation. But what you are sowing in your mind is important. All this first level sadhana, second level sadhana, third level sadhana, the sadhana is just continuous preparation of yourself. The continuous emptying of things, that is which we have accumulated within us. Once you are empty, then what you fill yourself with, that is important. Okay? So one thing is what you're filling yourself in, and another thing is don't force yourself. Don't think that just now I want to get rid of everything at once. If you take up one thing in your life, that this is one thing that I'm working on, you'll see that you will be able to achieve that easily. That will be an easy task for you. That just this is one thing that I am working on, this one limitation that I am working on. And because the journey is long, the journey is, the journey is as long as you make it or as short as you make it. The reality is this. But making the journey short is a little difficult because if you wanted to make it short, you would have made it the first time we told you Shivoham. The journey would be complete for you. But it is not complete. So you all are interested in living a long journey, going through a long journey. So if you are interested in going through a long journey, then the journey is long. Okay, so take up one thing and work on that one thing. One thing. Okay. So this is all about Mahashivaratri, and wish you all a very happy Mahashivaratri.
माँ एक क्वेश्चन है बिफोर वी फिनिश
हाँ प्लीज कौन पूछ रहा है?
जो आपने ये मेडिटेशन करा इट वाज ब्यूटीफुल एब्सोल्युटली ब्यूटीफुल कैन वी डू लाइक इट्स आवर 12 o'clock midday right now so
हाँ कर
we
सकते
can
हैं.
do it at night again right this one
Yes, you can do it in the night.
Ma, if we have to do it at the night after this, how long should we continue each phase? Like you said, you can do it
See, if
almost
I give you
45
time,
minutes.
we actually expand till that moment, till we do not feel that physical body anymore. You feel that filling up of yourself, of everything around so much that in that state you'll feel that there is no body, that outside and the inside have completely merged. Till that time you actually do this. Okay, so this is the reason that it is a long meditation. So you can do it 10-15 minutes, you can spend at one point.
And Ma,
Good.
yeah, I was just asking. I was reading through the last year's Shivaratri blog, and you had mentioned about meditating on the Shiva Tattva. So can we even who are at level 1 can do it, and what should we do? Is this the thing that we should do, or there's something else?
We can focus on the Shiv Tattva and the Shakti Tattva through the Stuti and Stotra. Okay, because that is the easiest way to focus on the Tattva. So Shelja was also asking how to focus on the Shakti Tattva, right? So you can focus on the Shakti Tattva. You can bring that concentration there through some Stuti or Stotra. Was there any other question also, Shelja, with that?
No, the other question was on the silence part, the meditation part. You covered that, Ma.
Okay. Okay, any other questions?
Just that experience which you mentioned about, right? The non-feeling of the body, that comes at that moment when there is that silent after the crown chakra, after reaching the crown chakra during that silence.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Neeraj. We are waiting.
आमीशमीशान निर्वाण रूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपम् निजं निर्गुणं निर्विकल्पं निरीहं चिदाकाशमाकाशवासं भजेऽहम् निराकारमोङ्कारमूलं तुरीयं गिराज्ञानगोतीतमीशं गिरीशम् करालं महाकालकालं कृपालं गुणागारसंसारसारं नतोऽहम् तुषाराद्रिसङ्काशगौरं गम्भीरं मनोभूतकोटिप्रभाश्रीशरीरं स्फुरन्मौलिकल्लोलिनी चारुगङ्गा लसद्भालबालेन्दुकण्ठे भुजङ्गा चलत्कुण्डलं भ्रूसुनेत्रं विशालं प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालम् मृगाधीशचर्माम्बरं मुण्डमालं प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि प्रचण्डं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम् अखण्डम् अजं भानुकोटिप्रकाशम् त्रयः शूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणिं भजेऽहं भवानीपतिं भावगम्यम् कलातीतकल्याणकल्पान्तकारी सदा सज्जनानन्ददाता पुरारी चिदानन्दसन्दोहमोहापहारी प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रभो मन्मथारी न यावद् उमानाथ पादारविन्दं भजन्ति लोके परे वा नराणाम् न तावत् सुखं शान्ति सन्तापनाशम् प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूताधिवासम् न जानामि योगं जपं नैव पूजां न तोऽहं सदा सर्वदा शम्भतोभ्यम् जराजन्म दुःखौघतातप्यमानं प्रभो पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो रुद्राष्टकमिदं प्रोक्तं विप्रेण हरतोषये ये पठन्ति नरा भक्त्या तेषां शम्भु प्रसीदति।
जय श्री शंकर।
शिवोहम
शिवोहम
शिवोम
शिवाम
Shivoham.
Ma Shivoham Shivoham please.
Happy Shivaratri again.